button, press this button, Jiminy flipping
60,
crickets. There we
59. This is a countdown to the
57,
Slade and Mayson
56,
Show. 55, 54. This
53,
continues to be a countdown to the Slade and Mason Show. 50.
Da,
You're
da, da, da.
listening to the countdown to the
47.
Slade
You think
and
you ever
Mason
forget?
Show. 45, 44, 43.
This is
the
77,
continuing countdown to the
22,
Slade and
31.
Mason Show. 39.
6,
38,
44,
37. You're listening
36,
to the countdown
35,
to the Slade and
31,
Mason Show. 33,
Guys,
30, 30.
as you're
31.
listening to the
Ooh,
countdown to the
whoa.
Slade
This
and
guy
Mason
can do it
Show.
every time.
27. This
I mean, he just never misses a beat.
24,
Mason
Can't distract him.
22. We continue 21.
It's almost like someone
Countdown
took the
to
recording
Slade
and
Mason
dropped it
Show.
exactly
18,
wherever he's supposed
17.
to
Stand by. 16. As we are now delivering the countdown to the Slade and Mason
Who
Show.
could do that?
12. 11. Yes. 10. This is our countdown to the Slade and Mason
7,
Show. 6. 5. Ready? 4.
Here we go.
3.
Here we go, he said.
1.
Oh, you're gonna get it now.
Now broadcasting from the Dan Mason Studios, deep in the heart of Virginia. It's the Slade and Mason Show.
Hi, I'm J.D. Slade.
I'm Dan Mason,
And this is the Slade and Mason Show.
Well, good morning, Mr. Slade.
Oh, let me just peel back the curtain on this.
Finally.
debacle.
Jiminy
All right. So
crickets.
I came into the studio about 7:15, and decided to go ahead and get my prep done and do a little bit of story work and, get my promo done for the show. And I'm sitting here at 10:08, ready, got my coffee in hand, and I go to click on the link. There ain't nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's like I call Dan and I say, Dan, what's up? He said, I don't know. It just all went
Poof.
Now that was at 10:08.
Mm-hmm.
So from 10:08 until 3 minutes ago,
Yep.
Dan has been downloading and uploading and downloading and uploading and sending links to somewhere. They just weren't coming to me.
Well, they were, see, and on the back end, they were making their way to him. The problem is that this was when my computer decided, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go south. And it did 3 times in a row. Now
so we're gonna be lucky if we get this show done.
Yeah, we'll be lucky if this goes on. So I am running a very old, and I mean very old.
Yeah, Pentium 166.
Yeah.
ColecoVision.
I'm using magnetic cores for my memory, okay? My. No, so so a couple of things. I loaned out my cordless mouse.
Don't stop doing that.
I loaned out a cordless mouse to a family member, so I was using a dollar store $5 mouse, which stopped working, and then I had to use the one I use for work, my real work job, to get this going. Anyway, so got that going, and then somehow the power cord decided, bloop, I'm going to go away. And then the power cord for the monitor went, bloop, and then when that did, it sent a surge, and then the USB cable that ran that, bloop, that went gone. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. So all these calamities have taken place.
All you have to know is, here's what you do. You take 3 eggs and put them in front of you. All right. And then just smash them together. That's exactly what happened to the computer system.
That is correct. So the whole thing's held together with baling wire, Scotch tape, and of course, duct tape. Lots and lots of duct tape. So
you can't fix stupid with duct tape, but boy, you can do a job on a computer.
But I had an idea. we have the greatest listening audience out there, right? Ted. So what I think...
Hi, Ted.
So I think what should happen is I think Ted should put together our Patreon page.
Hold on a second.
And make us lots of money.
Now, hold us up a second. Now, remember 2 years ago, we gave Ted the assignment to work on our webpage. Remember that?
Yeah, we're still waiting.
Yeah, okay. Now.
But he did a good job on the Dan Mayson page.
Yeah, well, like I say, that's the Dan Mayson page.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm still running for president.
Oh, okay.
2020.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Dan Mayson for president.
We'll get behind it.
Dan Mayson because how bad can I do? That's
2029?
2020.
Oh no.
This year.
No, you don't even want this. You don't even want the. Yeah, no. Just step away from that. Step away from the microphone. Again, nobody will get hurt. All right. So, like I said, this is what's been going on since just before 7:30 this morning, and then finally I get the call because it's like I've been working on other stuff, and I get the call. He's got, I'm sending you another link now. It'll be just a few minutes. Yeah.
Famous last words.
Does the term watching paint dry strike a chord or watching flies fornicate?
Meanwhile, I'm busy scrambling in the back end and pushing wires and pushing things.
Putting tape up and glue it.
I don't want to say things are bad, but the hard drive that holds the Slade and Mayson archive is it's a 1/4 terabyte, but it has 9 gigabytes left on it.
Wow.
I got more room on my cell phone than I do on the hard drive.
Well, let's see now. How many shows have we done? Good God.
Oh, well over 200. I've lost count. A lot.
All right, we're almost ready to go into syndication. We need another 50 shows and we can go into syndication. All right, well, anyway, before you even get started, why don't you tell the good people, now that we've explained all our horrors and all the cheapness and all the broken equipment,
all right,
what we're about.
All right, this is the Slade and Mayson Show. It's all about you and us. It's like a radio program, lies, where we share with you news stories and things that we see throughout the week. It's our take on it, basically saying the things you're thinking about we never hear on the radio, just trying to have fun. Don't take it too seriously. Everything is, all the music brought to you by Dano Music, because we are cheap sons of guns.
The same reason that our computer system.
That's right. We can't afford to put one more plug nickel into this thing. Anyway.
I'm telling you, man. Listen, you bought 8 cars in the last year. You mean to tell me you couldn't find an interesting, cheap computer that works?
Oh, don't get me started with the cars. Anyway, so...
this is going to be good.
So, let's see. As always, we are brought to you by Icy Something Icy Treats. My buddy Sheila will talk about that one. Check out our Instagram page with that picture for the 2016. Why does it look like I'm coming in hot, but I'm not? What the heck? I'm going to turn my thing down. There we go. I feel better.
Come on, man. Get to work.
All right.
Patreon page. This is now, here's the way the Patreon page will work, because we're going to ask you to help support the show.
Yeah.
And if you make donations, then, of course, we'll do things like shout your name out, unless, you're a criminal and you don't want people to know that you actually gave us $10,000.
Please buy our hoodie.
And we'll throw in a cookie pussy.
Oh, God.
All right.
Go ahead with your morning rant. This is the time for JD to do his morning rant.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, Mr. Slade.
Today is Father's Day 2020, and I have a special presentation to start the show.
It's time for Father's Day poems from Dads with Love Children, featuring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Dad, I love you, though you messed up my life.
It was just so horrible what it did to the kids and to my wife.
You romanced the maid, and I felt so deflated.
The disaster situation that I've created.
But for all that you've done, you've almost made it right.
Well, it's always easy to be smart in hindsight.
The family's in shambles, and the pain still stings.
One stupid mistake can really destroy a lot of things.
But it's Father's Day, Dad, so don't disparage.
It was a lot of strain on the marriage.
So smile, Dad, and forget that naughty spat.
Everyone on the end is interested in that.
This has been Father's Day Poems from Dads with Love Children.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
And to all a good night, right?
Oh, good night. When I first got that bit, I thought, I really ought not be poking fun. But, I mean, Schwarzenegger's a Kennedy.
Yeah.
I mean, again, like I said, Big Chin Kennedy. Big hit, too, man.
He's adopted a Kennedy.
Well, you got a big blockhead, man. Well, anyway, so Father's Day is today, and to all the fathers listening, happy Father's Day. I got an early present because I was on the air yesterday, and my daughter, who happens to work in a nursing home in Maryland, said she was on her way down, and I was all excited because I haven't seen her since March. And when she came down, she was like, "Yep, I'll tell you, it's like her unit and her hospital had no COVID cases, none."
That's good.
And so, again, so she has been working really hard trying to keep that thing straight. And my grandbaby, Abigail, yeah. So, again, I like to say I got my presents yesterday because I got to see both of them. And it just fills my heart with joy. So, you see, I can't really get into a rant because, I'm all sucked in with emotion now.
There you go. Now, between, so, all right, we'll get off that. Happy Father's Day, by the way.
Thank you. You too. Well, you know what? Here's the other thing, because I was thinking about this earlier this week. You have 15 children,
give or take,
a number of boys, yeah. And only one girl, right?
Right.
See, and I had no boys, all girls, and my grandchildren are girls. So I just happen to be smack daddy. Yeah. Woo, woo.
Must be in the genes.
Yes, sir. Hey.
Actually, I'm sorry. You wear shorts. So anyway.
Oh, boxers and briefs, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Hey, you, pulling back the curtain a little bit more here. Last time, between sputters of this morning getting things going here, you mentioned that you, and I hope I don't, if this is a violation of HIPAA, just let me know and I'll tart this out. But you said you're seeing your doctor.
Yeah. My doctor
for something in particular.
Yes.
You used the word infection.
Yeah, I did.
The last time you did that, we were off the air for a while.
Yeah, well, no, we're not gonna, because I don't have a spare one. No, What happened? Here's what the deal is. It's like, and so people will know, and I don't mind telling the story since it's my story. When I had my right foot amputated 6 years ago, again, of course, it causes your balance and causes everything to change in the way you step and the way your gait works. So what happens is that because of the diabetes, it's like I have more problems feeling in my feet. And so the shoes that I wore, what they were actually doing was causing friction.
Got it.
Which then, of course, raised into a callus, which then burrowed into. And so, like I say, so that's what I have been doing. I'm vigorously treating this, but it's like the upside is that I had x-rays taken and everything else is good as gold.
Okay. Because the last time you said this,
shut the heck up.
Let's put it this way. You gave up smoking.
Yeah, it didn't cost me an arm, just a leg.
I just don't want you to give up smoking permanently.
No, again, and because so as a result, it's like I've had to take another aggressive turn, and it started with I had to order diabetic shoes because that, of course, they're made to cushion so that you don't have the friction in there, so then you can't agitate it.
Is it the one from the back of the magazines they sell? The same chick who sells the hormones.
25-cent X-ray specs.
But
to put but here's the other thing.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, this Bank Tells is concerned. But not for the reason that you might think. Not because I'm a fine human being and that, again, that, my loss would be felt in the community or any of that. No. His concern is that he's going to have to do a morning show.
So time to get up.
Monday morning is like, again, I said, Bank, you should just do your show and not try to do my show because I'm a different person.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's determined he's going to do my show.
Oh,
All right. So
it doesn't work.
I give him an A for effort, but I got some things that I have to tell you.
Off air.
No, I'm going to make these on air because I got these things. People message me when I'm off the air. They tell me terrible things.
Like, we miss you.
Yeah. All
Hurry
right.
back.
So I'm just going to look up some of these so that I can. Oh God. Okay. So anyway, but his concern is not because, like I say, I'm a fine human being or that I would be missed, but I'm going to have to do the morning show.
Mm-hmm.
And the last time he had to do that, it was 6 weeks. And every snowstorm that year came during that 6 weeks. Ah! All right.
Oh
Let's
my
see
gosh.
here.
Well, while you go dig this up.
I got it right here.
All right. Go ahead.
Let's see. I do a bit called Good Day, Bad Day. The bad day, of course, gets a the good day gets a ding, ding, ding.
Okay.
For some reason, it was every comment. Bah, bah, bah.
All right. I'll do the sound effects. Go.
Hey, no, so it's like it's a good day, and this is a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. All right, let's see here. I needs to let's see. Oh, see again. One of the things that I do in the morning is I say good morning a lot because it's morning.
It's morning time. Yes.
That's right. Again. So he mentioned that I was on vacation 10 times in one show. Good Lord. Okay,
That's because he doesn't want people to move off the signal.
Here's what the last instruction said. Voice track next time.
Oh my God.
These are the things that people they send me. I don't ask for this stuff. It's like they send it to me, and I'm like, okay, yeah. I had to wait until I came back to work to read that. So
That's great.
All right. So anyway, Father's Day. Anything special going on at the Murphy household?
So this morning I got a very nice present for my children.
Yeah, what was it?
So it was a card and, of course, a package of wintergreen lifesavers. Gosh, I love those. They're like crack. But anyway, they put together a photo album of all the children. And so you had like it was funny because it was like Helen and Paul and
Matthew,
John
Mark,
and Peter and
Sammy,
Deuteronomies. And
Test, please.
Let's see, what other Judith? There are the names in the video. Yeah. So and then they just had different pictures of them from many years, and it was just a nice little package there. It was kind of fun.
Well, I think I mentioned last week the one thing that I'm an old softy about this because it's just something about the kid putting their little hands in the clay.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Straight.
I still have that.
Again,
I have a Helen's.
Oh, you do?
Oh yeah, I still have Helen's. It's right next. Well, never mind.
Well, anyway,
Never
so
mind.
but that those are the things that, of course, make being a dad all wonderful. But I didn't see any dozen roses in my house.
Dozen roses.
I haven't gotten an invitation to a fancy dinner.
Chocolates? Did you get chocolates?
No, I am chocolate, but I didn't get any of those. And like I say, my daughter did. See, again, my kids are smart. Yeah, we'll take care of you. It's like we'll come to see you the day before, so then we don't have to bother with you.
Well, did you get from Costco the 3-pound slab of Caramel Tres Leches Bar?
What in the world is that?
That is you probably should have used it for your why we are the fattest nation in the world, but it is a pound cake, and it is slathered in caramel to the point where it now weighs 3 pounds. It's basically 2.5 pounds of pure sugar.
Yes, sir.
People love caramel. People love caramel.
I'm not crazy about caramel.
Yeah, it's Caramel Tres Leches Bar, which means caramel from 3 cows. 3 separate cow varietals or something. Anyway, so
Well, it was utter mess.
boom, boom, shh. We got to move that joke on over.
I'm gonna stop playing with you because it's like I was not in any mood to laugh this morning when I came here.
Well, I'll put a kibosh on that. So
Microwave theater.
here, let me just turn the computer off again. Hey, we're here today.
Really?
Yeah, you and I are here.
Were we not supposed to be?
No, we were not supposed to be here today because remember last week talked about the Mayan calendar?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Versus like the Roman versus the Gregorian calendar versus some other calendar they screwed up. So for those of you who are here today, hey, congratulations. For those of you who are not here or you still think the world is going to end today, please go ahead and sign over that deed right now. Send it over to me. The titles to your vehicles, send those on over. P.O. Box 9022, Fredericksburg, Virginia, 22403. Yeah.
And we'll make you a great patron.
Yeah, we'll make you a great patron. We'll mention you like 1 or 2 times on the radio, even though this isn't the radio.
No.
We won't?
Yeah, you got to get that mentality. This is not radio. This is better.
Oh, okay. This is anti-radio. This is super radio. Anti-radio.
Yeah,
all right.
There we go.
So, yeah, congratulations. We're still here. We didn't die.
So, okay. So now, have they set a new date? I mean, just so I can get ready for it this time.
See, I just think it's along the lines of like, people get all freaked out over the calendar, but I'm thinking to myself, it's a lot like, you get a calendar from like Hallmark, right? And it ends on like December 31st. I mean, these guys, look, they made a calendar that lasted over 10,000 years. Give them a break, man. What are they supposed to? 10,001, 10,002. Look, they'll just say, "Hey, just go to the beginning, all right? Just turn it over like everybody else does, and change the year and flip the calendar." I was cheap when I was a kid. I would grab the same calendar and I'd grab July and I'd cross it off and I put in like December, right? Because that's where the Monday and the Tuesday lined up. Yeah, and I'd save. I was the cheapest SOB, even as a kid,
And now, ladies and gentlemen, you understand why this morning it took us an hour and a half to get together.
I was using a $5 mouse,
Google,
a hard drive that's ready to go on its way out, a computer that's seen better days, and dust bunnies, the likes of which you wouldn't believe, and the external hard drive, which has every Slade and Mayson show program on there, is ready to go. Belly up. I got 9 gigabytes of space left to do this. So,
and how many gigs do we take per show?
Probably about 4 or 5.
I would say that before you buy your next car,
maybe plunk down $50. I don't know. That's $50, man. I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. So, you know what? Let's no, we got one more thing to talk about. Let's see. So I downloaded, it was interesting. I want to give it a try. I downloaded a,
I did too, man. It's like, I had to call you after I did
it. What do you mean President Obama wants your records? I downloaded an app it was a webcam.
Oh, jeez.
But it's for an Android. So basically you take a USB cable and you plug it into your computer, and then it'll take over the camera and make it like a webcam. And I thought that was a really pretty cool idea. And actually, you and I should probably try to do that so that we can. People have been begging us to do like a live video feed.
I keep telling you, I got a face made for radio.
We know that. It's okay. It's okay. That's why the good Lord created Photoshop. Okay.
You notice the patronizing tone. We know that.
What am I going to argue with the man? So,
hold on a second.
So, all right.
I need 2 packs of car parts.
Stat.
All right.
So, I download the app, and I don't know if when you download an app, it asks you for permission to do certain things. So the only thing I needed for have permission for is access my camera. So I download the app and I plug it in. It's going through camera, yes. Microphone, yes. All the files on your computer.
Oh.
No. What the heck is that all about?
Somebody was trying to get a hold of your computer.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, man, people are just.
Like
most
said,
people would just click that and go, okay, that makes sense.
I didn't. It's like I used to go ahead and download stuff, and it's like, and then I never saw that. What they were adding was, here's a McAfee program, or here's something else, and some virus scanware, and next thing I know, I got 15 more programs than I had when I started.
Yeah, when you do like Adobe Flash, I think, which by the way, guys, Adobe Flash is going away December 31st of this year because
it sucks.
Yeah, Chrome and Firefox are no longer going to support it, so you won't be able to run it in the background. Or Internet Explorer for that matter, even though Internet Explorer doesn't even really work anymore. And Edge is not going to do it either. So
I'm having problems with my Chrome, man. It's like I can't get it to open.
Yeah, I've had problems as well. Get a new computer. Stop going to those websites. So the
Wait a minute, what happened to my spreadsheet?
So it's interesting because when you go to the you mentioned McAfee. When you go to the Adobe website for Flash, it still has the preloaded box checked off for, and download additional software to make your computer. I'm like, no, I come in for don't stick on B, C, D, and E, and F, G. If I want stuff loaded.
Like I say, but that is because people had gotten so lax that they wouldn't read anything. Just click accept.
Yeah,
accept.
click.
But then, like I said, then you end up getting all this weird crap on your computer, and it's like, and then it ends up slowing it down, and then you've got some malware in there. It's like, I really don't like this world.
No, you don't want to do that, guys. Besides, downloading stuff that you don't need in addition to your computer, we leave that for the likes of Microsoft.
And Masons.
And Microsoft.
Right. And Masons of the world.
All right. So we'll be right back, guys. Hang out. We'll be here in just half a nanosecond. Stop it. Turn your microphone down.
Not that there's any dial, but we'll be right back with the Slade and Mayson Show.
History, June 21st, 1529. French forces are driven out of northern Italy by Spain at the Battle of Landrio during the War of the League of Cognac. See, they weren't drinking all that cognac. They wouldn't have a problem. They'd stay there in northern Italy. Those silly French. 1768. James Otis Jr. offends the king in Parliament in a speech to the Massachusetts General Court. And then he goes on to make that cool elevator. 1791. King Louis let me count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, carry the X equals 10, the V equals 16th of France and his immediate family begin the flight to Varennes during the French Revolution. But half their luggage got lost during the transfer at the airport. 1948. Columbia Records introduces the long-playing record album to the public in the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in New York City. The first was a 10-inch by Frank Sinatra at 78 RPM, with a set called The Voice of Frank Sinatra. The second one was the 12-inch LP, running at 33 1/3, which featured that hoppin' tune by Mendelssohn's Concerto E Minor for Violin and Orchestra, Opus 64. Rock on! And finally, 2009. Greenland assumes self-rule. Well, you might as well go ahead and do it. It's not like anybody's going to go up there and take the place over. And 75% ice anyway. I'm Dan Mason, and that's June 21st. Just when you thought it was safe to come back, a movie so frightening, you'll need to wear Depends, featuring screams by Jamie Lee Curtis. This will scare you to death.
This was no shark attack. This was a boat. You've got to clear the beach.
Are you insane? It's Christmas season. No. The beach stays open. You just figure out that little boat problem that you have there.
Timmy, come out of the water. I don't want you in there right now. There might be a boat. But Mom. No, but Mom. You come out of that water.
Dang it, will you all please listen to me? I remember back in 1968, there was once a boat with an oar as long as my arm.
What did he say?
I'm sorry, I meant the oar was as wide as my arm.
Oh, yeah. As wide as your arm. Sure.
Explosion scenes directed by Michael Bay.
I think we're gonna need a bigger beach.
Coming soon to a theater near you. Presented by Pentagon Pictures and Slade Co-Productions. In part by Dewey, Jipham, and Hal. The next big thriller, The Boat. This film is not yet rated.
return you to the Slade and Mayson Show.
Thank you, boys, and those are the Daddy Music Makers. I am Lawrence Welch, and thank you for being here.
Hey, Macarena.
Lawrence Welch and the boys, and they're helping to entertain you with the Pennsylvania polka.
Hi, I'm J.D. Slade.
I'm Dan Mason,
and this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
We're gonna get a hit on that one. That was Ted Heath.
I bet you were gonna get hit on that one.
Yeah.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
Yes, at 28.9 minutes into your recording, there was a recording that is claimed by the XYZ company.
That was Father Knickerbocker with Ted Heath and his music Tiny Can. Yeah, that was in commemoration, of course, Father's Day. So
Ted Heath, ain't that nothing?
Ted Heath, yeah, that was pretty good. You can actually hear that even though there was a 78,
yeah,
I could hear the percussion and the cymbals. So even though it was a scratchy recording, it was actually very well cut. Okay, so
and we're gonna end up getting monetized,
and we're gonna lose money. We won't make any money on this one.
Once again, another week without making any money.
Just like one Scotch, one bourbon, one beer was actually hit, but you did not play enough of what's his name for us to get hit, so that was good.
All right,
you don't want to get double dipped. This section, this portion, this area, this design, this segmentation of the Slade and Mayson Show is brought to you by I See Something Nicey Treats. My buddy Sheila, my. We had some phone issues. I was trying to help her out. Anyway, 804-617-8827 is the best number to give them a call because they are busy. You can visit them at www.iceySomthin. Leave the G. Why, for goodness sakes. ICEY.com. Great for birthday parties, corporate events, fundraisers, all sorts of fun things. Like they do the.
Does she do a pina colada mix without the alcohol?
She does, and it's awesome because then what you do is you put rum on top.
Listen,
it makes it good.
A good pina colada mix is hard to find.
It is.
And
she
so
does a
magnificent. She's got this creamy. Oh man,
gosh.
It's like yeah.
Yeah, because what they do is they have these Italian slicers, and they're not guys from Italy. They're these machines, and they come in, and the machines actually shave the ice. Now, the other weird thing is she uses a special ice as well. So I would imagine you can buy it. It's like a low oxygen, which means it doesn't have a lot of froth in there. So when it hits, it's just pure. You ever look at it like an ice cube and you see it's like you see right through it, and other ones are kind of like cloudy. Same
thing.
Those
are the ones that you can put flies in.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You do know you have issues, right? I'm just saying. Anyway,
keeping the conversation going.
So she gets special ice. She has a special slicer. She's got the special sauces and the flavorings, and you can put gummy worms on them and all sorts of things for the kids. Give them a call, 804-617-8827. Book them for your particular entertaining event. She can even do family events, like you get like a family get together or something like that. She'll run the show, come down with the truck, and she and her husband and the kids, and it's a family event. 804-617-8827. 804-617-8827. Also check them out on Instagram at ICEY_something_IC. And give Sheila Keenan a call. Tell her you heard her on the Slade and Mayson Show.
You know what that is? That's zucchini frying up.
Oh, speaking of zucchini, I'm looking out my window. I see two very large 3.5-inch diameter flowers that will become yellow squash. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. I was given the plant about 3.5-4 weeks ago, and it's got about 97 flowers on there. So I hope I enjoy yellow zucchini because I'm yellow squash because I'll be eating a lot of it.
Do you make zucchini bread?
I can make it. It's not that see, cooking and baking. I don't have a problem doing it. It's just getting people to eat the stuff.
Yeah, I wonder why. Yeah, like I said, we're not going to get into your brewmaster status.
Yeah. Hey, do you know what happened this past week? Very funny.
Let me see.
Nope.
Very funny.
Nope.
Nope. No idea.
Apparently, Rick. All right. You know who Rick Astley is?
Rick Astley?
Yes.
Yeah.
Never gonna give you up.
Never gonna let you down.
Yeah.
Never gonna. Yeah.
Yeah. This week he was Rickrolled.
What?
Rick Astley was Rickrolled. And he laughed his ass off. He thought it was pretty funny. Yeah.
No, wait a minute. What do you mean he got rickrolled?
He got Rickrolled. You know what Rickrolled means?
No. It's cultural differences.
All right. So, and they took it off. But Rickrolled is where the original was a YouTube video that started off, and you saw Luke Skywalker and you saw Yoda in the Yoda cave, and the title of it is Yoda has a very special message for you, and you click it, and you see him walking over his little cane. And he comes over and he puts his finger up and he goes, and all of a sudden, dun 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 dun. It's Rick Astley doing, So that's the term, getting Rickrolled. You're anticipating something, and so apparently someone did this in a Reddit, and apparently he clicked on it, and sure as donuts, he got Rickrolled, and he's like, "Son of a." But he thought it was pretty funny. He thought it was really funny. He likes the idea. He thinks it's pretty funny.
Here's the thing. Now listen, Astley hasn't had a hit in 22 years.
It doesn't matter. Here's what he says. You know what? I get it. I made a boatload of money on that, and I was 21 years old.
Yep.
But he invested the money very carefully. Put it off the site.
Smart. He was smart.
Yeah, he is a smart guy. But right now he just kind of hangs out and he does a little bit of music here and there, and he's just entertaining himself. But yeah, Rick Astley finally got
Rickrolled.
He finally got Rickrolled.
Let's see if I can get this Rickroll. All right.
It's gone. It's gone. Here's what happened. Disney, who now owns Star Wars, claimed copyright violation, so they had to pull the video off. So the actual item that created the term Rickrolled is gone forever.
Ooh, wow.
Thanks to Disney. That's it. Send your nasty letters to Disney.
I remember.
Or his frozen head.
I was a morning disc jockey at this popular radio station, Z96.7, and we were playing Rick Astley. And when I finally saw this guy, I was like, holy smokes, all that's coming out of this guy. I mean,
and 21 years old.
Redhead, man,
He's just a punk kid.
Yeah, but like I say, good. I'm glad he invested it because, like I say, I like to hear the good stories when people don't end up going broke and being thrown out in the street.
Yeah, no, he's doing very well. He's doing very well. Let's see. Did you know?
Nope.
All right, coming up next, we'll be
sugary drinks. I haven't run that gag.
All right. Well, anyway, here let's get this out of the way. I got my top 10 list for Father's Day of what people are getting Father's Day. So number one. I'm gonna leave the list open here. I'm gonna let you guess. I got 10 items to choose from. What do you think one of the top 10 items would be?
This is gifts.
Yeah.
Ties.
Ties. Number 3. That'd be clothing. Yep.
Does that include all clothing, or that
includes all clothing?
Okay. All right. Let's see here.
That's pretty good.
Aftershave cologne.
So believe it or not, they kind of put that in the clothing area because it was kind of like the whole wardrobe-y thing.
Okay, all right. So let's see here. What else do dads like? Golf clubs.
There you go. We'll put that under like tech toys. Yeah, that's number 9 on the list.
Okay, so if that's tech toys, then that would mean new phones and things would be in that too, right?
Yeah, that'll be in there as well. Come on, one more. Come on.
One more. Jewelry.
That's under clothing again. All right.
Oh.
So,
all right, I give up.
All right. So number 1. I'll work it. Well, I'm going to do number 1 because I'm going to work down to number 10 because I think it's funny. Anyway, number 1 are speakers and headphones. Because, Dad's got all the tech toys, but he wants a way to listen to them. So there are all these like external, Bluetooth enabled. That's number 1. Number 2, pots, pans, and kitchen gadgets.
I'm very glad you finished that sentence.
Now. Pots, pans, and kitchen gadgets. There you go.
Boy, they knew Dan Mason, didn't they?
Nope. Yep. Number 3, clothing and, jewelry and perfume and things like that. Number 4, booze. Yeah. Beers, whiskeys,
Dan Mason brews.
Dan Mason brews. Yeah. Oh, I got an ale brewing right now. It's a pale ale. That'll be. I was ready to do that yesterday, and I'm sitting on the couch. I'm sitting there very quietly, and all I hear is bloop, bloop. Right. I was like, oh, I guess it's still active. I got to wait one more day. So I'm waiting one more day, which is today. We'll see if it goes. Bloop.
And of course, if we're not here next week, then you'll know that Dan's experiment went totally bad.
That's right.
Funeral will be held.
Ashes will be spewed everywhere.
Yeah, that's it.
Number 5, sleep time or naps.
They can't give you a nap.
But they can leave you alone and say, Dad, you want to go take a nap? Sure. And then they come in every 5 minutes. Are you napping yet? No, I'm not. Number 6, and if anybody gets me this, I'm going to smack them. A bag or backpack. What? Listen, don't ever give me a backpack. That tells me I have to get the hell out of the house. And number 7 is...
Do you remember fanny packs, man?
Vaguely, yes. I never wore one. No.
I did. I wore a bunch of them. As a matter of fact, that's why I wear a purse now.
That explains a lot. Number 7, this goes right back into that that whole conversation you and I had around Christmas time where the fellow gave his wife an exercise bicycle for Christmas. Do you remember that?
Oh, yes, God, yes.
That was a great gift. All right, yeah, number 7, a bike. Yeah, go ahead and get yourself a bike, Dad, because you're getting a little around the corner.
Hey, listen, I did a spot. It's like, and again, the things that women don't want, like ironing boards.
I got you starch, so when you can do it. Number 8 is a real camera. Man, can I relate to that one? Let me tell you.
You mean like a Polaroid camera?
No, like a real camera with a badass lens, and I could take telescopic pictures and things because. So I've been using huh?
Because you're creepy.
Yeah, creepy.
I have a picture of you sitting on the beach. Did you want a copy of it? I have a picture of your mom too.
You mentioned that though, Dan. It's like, and that is something that I was always kind of interested in, but it's also an expensive hobby.
It is very expensive. Decent camera, the one that I want, we're talking like $2,000-$3,000. So number 9, as I mentioned, tech toys like golf clubs and gadgets and goofy things. And number 10 is listed as the emergency gift. These are things like
Depends.
Pens.
No,
depends. Not that type of emergency.
Oh, sorry.
I'm talking like stuff like, oh, I didn't get Dad anything. Maybe I should get him a pack of Lucky Strikes. So these
hey, is Wawa open?
Dad loves Slim Jim. Doesn't Dad love Slim Jim? All right. So, ooh, look, a long Slim Jim. Ooh, it is spicy too. So you get Dad.
And we'll throw the little bag of Army Men in it.
Well, it's funny you mention that because they're also talking Hot Wheels, going nostalgic on your dad and getting your dad Hot Wheels. But number 10 also lists something that's really kind of dangerous in this day and age.
Guns.
Almost as bad. A DNA test kit.
Damn, Mason, you are the father.
Or finding out you're not. That would be even creepier.
Oh man, I love it when the guys just get all excited and they break out into dances and they do the worm on the floor. Oh yeah, because it's like, told you I wasn't.
What do you mean I'm from North Canada? Okay, so yeah, so that's
there was nobody but you,
except for him and him. And the guy on last Thursday. Oh, I only meet him when there's a wine in the month. Oh yeah, so that's my top 10 list of dad gifts that they're planning for this year. So yeah, I don't one of them any of them except for number 8, which is a real camera. I did buy booze though. I bought something, and this is interesting because it was there was a story and it led me to another story. It led me to another. Anyway, found out there's a this is what happens, ladies and gentlemen.
When you use alcohol, that's exactly what happens. You
I haven't even had any. It's called Uncle Nearest. Have you heard about this at all?
Uncle Nearest?
Uncle Nearest. You are correct.
Okay, no, I haven't.
Okay, so apparently Uncle Nearest was...
Bare necessities, the simple bare... Oh, that's Uncle Remus, sorry.
Yeah, it might as well be because it was of that vein. He was a slave. He was a slave. Yep. And he was brought to Tennessee, and he was a slave of a pastor. And then there was this thing called the Emancipation Proclamation that was signed. So he released him. But the fellow was hired on by the priest, minister, whatever he is. But his claim to fame was he made this amazing whiskey and used I guess with the charcoal from like cherry trees or something. I forget what it was, some sweet tree, but anyway, or maple. I forget what it was. Anyway, so when you run it through, it does a couple of things. It mellows out the alcohol and it gets rid of the impurities. So people start talking about this particular elixir, and Uncle Nearest would train these certain people. He had this small little cottage industry. It still kept itself very, very teeny tiny, but one fellow went off and kind of branched off, took his recipe.
And then Coca-Cola was born.
No, Jack Daniels was born.
Oh!
It's Jack Daniels who stole his recipe, used it, and made an entire industry.
Let me just go ahead and put my period on this. So, again, I do not like Jack. I do not like Jack when it's going down, and I really dislike it when it's coming back.
So here's the interesting thing. Jack Daniels learned how to make this elixir by Uncle Nearest. And Jack Daniels is credited as being the first Tennessee whiskey. It's not.
I see that there's no Uncle Nearest on his bottles.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. So now history is being rewritten. And now it's being realized that Uncle Nearest was the original Tennessee whiskey maker. And I did. I picked up a bottle of it. And it's still sitting downstairs. I just received it this Wednesday. And
you got Uncle Nearest's whiskey?
Yeah. Yep.
I'll call you in a couple hours and see what it looks like.
Hey, lady, I don't feel so good.
I love you, JD. I hope you got it. I'm falling and I can't get up.
So yeah, I won't be drinking that anytime soon.
Yeah,
but
you'll have to let me know what Uncle Nearest whiskey is like.
Okay. Well, first off, I hate whiskey. I hate Jack Daniels, but apparently this is head and shoulders over that. They're made in very small batches. They're not made in like these manufactured huge facilities like he does. Hey, By the way,
like the thing of it is though, is like drinking Jack Daniels is like drinking a glass of razor blades that are strung together. Because boy, when they come out, they just tear all your guts out.
They do. Hey, let me do this real quick.
Wait a minute.
I'm going to ask you a question, and the question is, do you have something for this?
Ladies and gentlemen, why are we the fattest nation in the world? I have two very good reasons, and they were the only two reasons that came out this week. Dan Mason, you are a whiz.
Go.
Delish magazine says Denny's is offering free bacon bouquets for Father's Day. They're giving away the bouquets at no charge when you order $25 worth of food through, Postmates and the promo code Bacon Bouquet.
Just order this amount of food and we'll get you a free dandelion.
Listen, we will give you a heart attack bouquet. We're just ordering $25 worth of food. So, ladies, you didn't like him? You've been trying to figure out how to get rid of him? Take him to Denny's. Happy Father's Day. And the last point I'm making, the Wall Street Journal and the New York Post say that McDonald's won't be bringing back grilled chicken, salad, or bagels anytime soon because they've been forced to streamline their menu. Oh, darn.
Oh, wow. You mean, who was it who made the grilled chicken
Wendy.
sandwich? Was it?
Wendy. Yes.
So it's like no bun. It was just
grilled chicken.
Grilled chicken with chicken and chicken
chicken
and chicken and a hamburger on the side.
Sandwich,
Talk about the most repugnantly disgusting thing you could ever put inside your mouth. I don't know about that, but ooh, man, I'll just say people are just really weird. But
well, we've done it again.
I don't know how we did it. We didn't talk about this. We didn't talk. This week.
Do that either.
This week I met a Karen.
Oh, oh, one of those, huh?
Oh.
I need to talk to your manager.
She was out. She was out in the wild.
Most of the Karens I know are doing things like,
How come you don't have a mask on? You know you're in danger.
Well, Mr. Slade, it's that time again where we say goodbye.
so long, farewell, la vidas, and goodbye.
All right, say goodbye, Mr. Slade.
Goodbye, Mr. Slade.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mason,
and this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
Also, American.
I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus.
Do you know, I think this is the first time you did not blip out anywhere within the recording, so maybe you guys got a new Wi-Fi connection.
Well, no, but I think he put a new processor in here.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
Well, yeah, but it makes it sound like you gotta use the filters on it so badly.
Yeah, no, you do. Yeah, but you didn't clip out at all today.
Oh, well, see again. I must be doing something right.
It's like you're sitting next to me.
Yeah, see, again, there again. All right, well, all right, now you're a half hour late, so go get some work done while I finish doing what I'm going to do so I can get the hell out of here.
All right, well, that's it for us, gang. See ya.
Oh, by the way, are we still recording?
Oh, no, of course not.
You lie, Mason, I can tell.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
All right, team, you know the drill. So if you're enjoying the Slade and Mayson show and you want to see more episodes, make sure you hit the subscribe button down yonder and hit the bell. You got to do both, or something bad will happen. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye.